Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Johnson's Spotlight. We want to welcome you to this edition of Johnson Spotlight, and we thank you so very much to all of our faithful viewers out there who support us, who have been tuning in and watching our videos and sharing our videos, and who have just been supporting us with your encouraging words and all of your encouraging positive energy and your prayers. Most importantly, I thank you so very much for all that you've done to support Johnson Spotlight. And we're here tonight with another business owner, but I want to give you information that I want you to continue to keep sending your emails to me, your videos, your emails, letting me know that you're interested in being my special guest on Johnson Spotlight. And the way you can get them to me is send it to Johnson Spotlight, JOHNSONSPOTLIGHT1 at gmail.com. Send me your email and say, hey, listen, I have something going on and I really want to be a part of Johnson Spotlight. And guess what? I'll get in touch with you and we'll set up a date and a time where we can get together and we can talk about the awesome things that you have going on about your business or whatever is going on that you would like to discuss. So please send me those emails and let's get things rolling for you and your business. You can follow us, share us, like us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Johnson Spotlight. Please go there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Johnson Spotlight with an apostrophe S. And we're also on Facebook, Johnson Spotlight. Go and like and follow and share us there. And also, we're on Instagram under the same name, Johnson Spotlight. So please go follow us, share us, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay in the know and know what's going on with Johnson Spotlight in these next few and coming months. And go back and look at some of those old videos that we've done because those businesses are still rolling and those people are still wanting your support. So please make sure that you go back and support and that you go back and look at some of those old videos that we've had because they have some of them most of them I still am connected with, and I go and support them as much as I can. And when I have things that come up in life that I need, I go and I have people doing all kinds of stuff that I can go and support their businesses. But tonight we're here for the uh, our guest tonight is Miss J. Marie, and she's the CEO and founder of J. Marie Premier Sneakers. And so,
Premium
Miss J.
speakers.
Premium Sneakers, Miss J. Marie, we're so happy to have you on with us
Hi.
tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be a part of our showcase tonight.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we just want to get started here. Like I said, she's the owner and founder and CEO of J. Marie Premium Sneakers. And so she's going to tell us all about it. So start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, absolutely. So, first off, thank you so much for having me. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I am J. Marie, founder of J. Marie Premium Sneakers, which is a premium sneaker brand conceived in Detroit, handcrafted in Italy. Our sneakers are 100% Italian leather in premium finishes like faux zebra, python, crocodile, and vibrant colors. The line consists of athleisure, fashion, and high fashion men and women sneakers, limited edition heels, boots, and just heels and boots. So that's about the brand. A little bit about myself. Funny story, started the company and never was a sneaker person, never was into sneakers. Actually started the company out of a necessity. So here we are.
Wow. And how long ago did you start the company?
Um, so I've been in business since April of 2019. So it'll be 4 years this April, actually.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Happy
Thank
early
you.
anniversary, I should say,
Thank
huh?
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So tell us about starting your business. How was it? I mean, you said you started out of a need. Tell us
Yes,
about that.
yes, absolutely. So I was living at the time in a downtown area, Detroit. And of course, anybody that knows about living in, I would assume, any downtown area, it's a lot of walking. So that was one thing, when you're living in an apartment downtown in a big city like Detroit, there's not a lot of parking. So sometimes you either have to be at a separate parking structure or you have to find parking. So I did a lot of walking. So I wasn't feeling that. Um, and I was an avid heel wearer at the time. So I would not be caught dead in sneakers or jeans. I was like the ultimate girly girl, always wore dresses, always wore heels. So, you can imagine walking around with heels on, ladies especially. You can imagine how your feet will feel like when you finally get in the house. And you can't take your shoes off walking around downtown. That was one thing. But then I ultimately started falling ill. I was having a lot of different aches and pains in my body, going in and out of the hospital for various things. I had lost vision in my right eye at one point at that particular time. And that was the hospital visit that actually lasted for about 2 weeks. And I ended up being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Wow.
So with this new illness and dealing with the things that came with that, I started feeling very uncomfortable in my clothes. Like I was always in pain, always feeling achy, always sick, just always had something going on. So I was like, you know what, heels is I can't do it anymore. So I started to look for different brands. I tried to change the way I dressed. I wanted to wear looser clothes. Anybody who knows anything about MS, it acts a fool when you wear tight clothing or restricted clothing because it's just I don't know, it just activates all the symptoms and this just aches and pains and just all kind of things going on. So I just started wanting to wear more comfortable clothes. And of course that came with wanting to wear comfortable shoe wear. And I couldn't find a brand that I liked. So I created my own.
Well, that's what you do. Well,
Right.
that's great. And I can't relate to the heel wearing thing, but I do know that when your feet start hurting, I don't care who you are, man or
Right.
woman, if your feet are uncomfortable, then I'm telling you, that is an uncomfortable place to be
It
in life.
is.
And it
Oh
makes
my
for a
God.
long day. I'm telling you. So I can truly relate to that. So how did you, I mean, I'm sure you had to do a lot of research and you said that your shoes are crafted in Italy, did you say?
Yes, yes, handcrafted in Italy. So prior to starting J. Marie Premium Sneakers, years ago when I was in my earlier years in college, I actually attempted to start a footwear company. And at the time, it was heel centric. It didn't go anywhere because at the time it was I don't know if it was just limited access that I had to information, but I just couldn't quite find what I was looking for to kind of get the things done that I wanted to have done. So it just kind of started with some sketches and kind of just ended there, really. So revisiting the idea at first, before it became a business, it was just something I was like, I need to wear more comfortable shoes. And I couldn't find a brand that I liked it. So I wanted to find somebody who can make me shoes that I like. So it wasn't even like a business concept at this point. Um,
Okay.
but I had some shoes made and people were liking them. I was getting a lot of compliments. So I was like, hey, you know what? This can be a thing. I consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I'm always like coming up with ideas and business concepts. So it was just like, I got to turn this into a business. So one of the things when I was attempting to start a footwear brand that was important to me at that time was I wanted to offer quality. I know that I wanted it to be a premium and a luxury product. So when I was doing my brainstorming and writing things out, I was kind of like, okay, what's synonymous with when people think about quality, what comes to mind? And I just kept thinking Italian fashion, Italian leather, European
Mhm.
fashion. And I was just like, okay, I got to find some connect in Italy somehow, some way that can make this line come to fruition. So I just started, doing research and Google is everybody's best friend. I kind of
Yeah.
just started there and ended up connecting with a family in Limarche, Italy that's actually responsible for some of the brands that we've known to come and love, like Gucci, Chanel, Todd, Prada, all the different brands that are perceived as high end. And when I
Mhm.
ran into that, I just was like, oh yeah, this is happening. This has to be it. They have everything I'm looking for. They have the knowledge and the experience. So yes.
Okay. So would you say that you were basically inspired to start your own line for your own health or for your own comfort, basically?
Yeah, yep, that's exactly what it was, and a lack of it in the market.
Mhm,
I am, like I said, I am a very girly girl, so I'm not like
mhm.
a high top girl. I've never been into Jordans. I will say I bought the heck out of K Swiss and Air Force One, especially K Swiss, the all white ones. Oh my God, I know those out here that watches this will be able to relate. In the early 2000s, Air Force Ones and K Swiss were like something that you purchase back to back. As soon as it got a crease in it or it got dirty,
There
you
you-
got to go.
Exactly. So, what would you say would be the most difficult part in starting this business? What was the most difficult part of the journey thus far that you've encountered?
I think more so where I'm at now versus when I was starting it. Like I said, I've been in business for about 4 years, and it's kind of just like, okay, what's next? What can I do to elevate it next? And I think what makes it so hard is because I started off with such a good start because immediately it just caught on. Because like I said, a lot of people weren't doing it, especially, the sneaker industry is male and sport dominated. So when, here's this black girl from Detroit, I'm a woman of color. And it just was like, oh, a woman sneaker brand. So it's just like automatically I was getting all this press and all these interviews. And then it's like where I'm at now, those things are kind of just like, okay, that was fun, but okay, what's next? How can I expand the brand? And I think, right, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's definitely challenging and I'm up
Mhm.
for it just to kind of to take it to the next level.
Okay, okay. And I'm going to invite our guests to your website because I visited your website and I've looked on your website
Awesome.
and you have some nice sneakers there.
Thank you.
So they need to go to www.jmariepremiumsneakers.com and they
Yes.
can search the website and see what they want and get your size and everything there. And generally, how long does it take to process once you order and all that good stuff?
Sure. So that's actually a great question because you would think by being handcrafted that it would be like this long process,
Yeah.
and it's not. It's 7 to 15 business days from the
Oh,
date that you
wow.
order it until the date that it's crafted and shipped to your home. So 7 to 15 business days where you're getting brand new sneakers that are not mass produced. They are made by hand. And if you know anything about craftsmanship, that means quality. That
Yeah.
means it's going to last longer. So it's definitely an investment. It's going to last you for a long time. When you visit the site, make sure you join our mailing list because you will be able to get $30 off your first purchase.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Join the
Yes,
mailing list for discount.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Make sure, listeners, you heard that. When you go to the website, jmariepremiumsneakers.com, make sure to join their mailing list. And she says that you'll get a discount there whenever you go there and join that mailing list. Okay. And she
Absolutely.
can be found on Instagram as well as Facebook as well. We'll give you those in just a moment. But
Actually, if you
yeah.
not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but if you go to the website, you can actually go to all my socials from there because I know it's long and a lot. I'll spare you. If you go
Okay.
to my website, you can actually go to all of my socials directly from the website. You can
Okay.
go to Instagram, TikTok, as well as Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, well, great. That's even better. So we'll just go to your website and we
Mhm.
can kind of springboard to all these other different social media
Absolutely.
platforms and see everything. And you said you have TikTok, so you got some
Yes.
videos and stuff there too.
I
Yeah.
do. Probably not the kind that you're expecting. It's getting there.
Uh,
I just joined TikTok, so I haven't got all the way into the video and content making there yet, but it's
listen,
coming.
I understand. Listen, I have a TikTok for Johnson Spotlight, but I
Uh-huh.
don't really advertise it because look here, I keep forgetting to do videos and stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like you gotta keep
you
thinking
know
about
what?
it.
I think it's just about finding what works for you. Because I think
Exactly.
you see what other people are doing, and you're like, okay, I got to do that. But it's like that's not me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not about to do a routine. I'm
Yeah.
not about to start dancing. I
Yeah.
might, but it's gonna be, some '90s music and some
There you
old
go.
school jams.
And you're gonna do it when you're ready to do it, you know?
Right,
I
right.
think that a lot of the social media sites like TikTok, they're
Hmm.
geared towards the younger, what they
Yeah,
call the next generation, the Z, I
yeah,
guess you call it.
it is.
Because I mean, honestly, I forget to go and do the videos daily and post them daily and all kind of, So I feel you on that one.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely entertaining though. I can
It is.
spend hours on
Oh,
TikTok.
I was just having a conversation today with someone about that, how you can start on TikTok at 6 p.m. and it's 9 p.m. and you're still there strolling. Okay. So I understand.
Yes, so true.
So, what advice? There may be other entrepreneurs, young people on here that may be watching this video and that may not necessarily young people, but people that may have an idea that want to start a business. What
Mhm.
advice could you give them in starting a business if they wanted to do that?
First off, make sure it's something that you're really interested in and that you love. Because I'll tell you, with a new business, especially if it's something that is a new concept, you're going to spend the bulk of the beginning of the business teaching people about what the brand is, what it's about, and kind of not finding your audience because you should already have an idea of who this is for, but kind of, it's kind of like a relationship. When you first meet somebody, you guys got to have an initial conversation, and then over time, you kind of get used to their tone and the things that they say and the things that they do, and you become to know them and open up to them. So
Yeah.
with a business, it's the same thing. So if you don't really like what you're doing and you don't really love it, you're not going to last that time frame to be able to get
Uh-huh.
to the next level of growth. So it's just like with a person. If you don't really like somebody, you're not gonna sit on the phone with them for hours and ask them questions about them. You're
Yeah.
not gonna do the things that are needed to do to take your business to the next level. So I would say for starters, make sure it's something that you really like to do. A lot of people are quick to see other people doing things or think, hey, that person is successful, so I'm going to do it because it's like a hustle for them.
Mhm.
And that's the wrong thing to do because you're not going to have the longevity needed to continue that business and get it to a point of being successful. So that's for starters. The next thing is once you find your passion in something that you like, don't stop. Keep going. I don't care what's going on in your life. Every single day, do something that gets you closer to your goals, even if it's just learning something about an aspect of your business or learning how to, do something that could contribute to your business to make it better. Every day should be about growth and learning something new and progressing. If you're not progressing or doing anything to progress, your business is not gonna grow.
Exactly. Exactly. So, um, do you? I mean, well, what as far as sizes with shoes, is it? Do you have children? Do you? I mean, can you order kids shoes there
So
as
right
well?
now it's just men and women. So
Okay.
women runs from about 6.5 up to 10.5 for most of our sneakers, and a few select pairs goes up to 13. And then for the men, same thing.
Okay. Now, what's the size for the men that it stops at?
13.5.
13 and a
That
half.
that's
Okay.
big enough. I first of all, I never met anybody that wore a size 13. You wear a size 13?
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
my
And for
goodness.
comfort, sometime I'm 14. So,
I
so,
bet. Oh my goodness. So
but I
yeah,
put my
we go up to 13.5.
okay, okay. Well,
I
that
didn't
would
mean to
work.
offend you if I did, but
Oh
we
no, listen,
okay.
listen, listen. No, ma'am, not at all. Trust me.
It could be a compliment though for men. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
we'll leave it at that. But it goes up to 13.5.
Okay, well, good, good. Um, so how long have you had this dream before you started it 4 years ago? how long did you have this dream of owning your own business or being an entrepreneur?
Oh my gosh. Being an entrepreneur is like that's something that I can remember being involved in since like the fifth grade, probably even before that. And the reason why I say that because I was the child that always wanted to do a lemonade stand. I remember one Christmas I had wrapped up all of my gifts, like packaged them up, and I was like, I'm about to sell these, like sell it. And my mom was like, how you gonna sell something that somebody gave to you as gifts? So it was like I was always that person, just always trying to I'm not gonna say sell stuff, but I just always loved planning and creating and just doing things. And sometimes that did involve selling. I even remember in the fifth grade making an entrepreneur group where we was like we didn't even have a business at that time. I remember it was called the Yes Club. And it came about because there was actually a Yes Club at the school, but we weren't a part of it because you had to be in a it was something that you had to qualify to be in it. So we made up our own group, and it was just like we were running a business, but we didn't know what the business was.
Yeah, and that's an
Well,
entrepreneur. You know, things
uh-huh.
are all, sneakers have been made for years, but they're not the sneakers that are handcrafted and made for you. So, I mean, that's being an entrepreneur.
Right. It's so true. And then eventually over the years, it was just always like different ideas and different businesses that I was a part of. And I would say probably about like I said, in my early years of college, I attempted to do a footwear company because I always knew that I wanted to do something dealing with footwear because that's like
Mhm.
always been my thing, but not necessarily sneakers. And then about maybe 5 years ago, that's when it came into the idea of like, okay, well, it could be sneakers because this is the phase of my life that I'm in right
Okay, okay,
now.
well,
Yeah.
good.
So all my life, I've been, I had an entrepreneur mindset. And I would say like just throughout college, I went to school for business. So it's just I've always been like headed in that direction.
Okay, good, good. So, in our closing here, what other advice or what other things that you want us to know about you or about the business, the sneaker business, or what else could you tell us? Something encouraging or something that you just
Sure.
want to just put out there. You know, everyone's
Sure.
going to the website now, so I know that they're going to be going to that website today. I know they are.
Awesome. So when you go to the website, actually check out all the different initiatives that we have going on. Two that I want to talk about. One is a national shoe drive. It's ongoing where we partner with retail locations to do a shoe drive where they are collecting different, it doesn't just have to be sneakers, it can be any kind of footwear. And it's actually distributed to different places to underserved communities. So that's one thing. You could definitely check it out on the website. The reason that came about is because being a slow fashion brand, and what slow means is kind of like sustainable. So a
Mhm.
lot of people don't know that leather is actually a sustainable material because it can be upcycled into a number of different materials. So a part of an initiative to fight against fast fashion, which is like this overabundance of materials that causes problems in the environment. Our
Mhm.
attempt to kind of combat that was to say, okay, well, we're a sneaker brand. What can we do to kind of fight against fast fashion? Because it's typically with clothing, not so much with shoes. Well, nowadays it is. Shoes are being mass produced by the abundance as well. So it causes a issue. So we wanted to kind of combat that, and we thought, what could be a way that we can kind of like upcycle shoes? And that was the answer, a national shoe drive. So you can go to the website to check that out. And then we also have the initiative Fund J. Marie, where basically I talk about how the sneaker industry is male and sports dominated. So it kind of caps off the potential for women that look like me, women of color, minorities in general to get funding in the footwear industry because it's not necessarily geared towards it's not in our favor. So you could read all about what that's about and how you can support on the website. Again, that's the National Shoe Drive. Fund J. Marie, and both initiatives can be checked out at the website at www.jmariepremiumsneakers.com.
There you have it. You have the website. The website will springboard you to all the other social media sites, platforms, and also the two initiatives that they have going on, the National Shoe Drive, as well as the Fun J. Marie project that is going on as well. So, Miss J. Marie, we want to thank you so very much for being our special guest here on Johnson Spotlight. And we thank you, thank you, thank you, because you
Thank
took the
you for
time out of
having me.
yes, ma'am. You took the time out of your schedule to be with us, and we are so grateful. So there you have it. Yes, you have our viewers. You have the website, jmarie premiumsneakers.com. Go there and support Miss J. Marie and her efforts. Get you some custom made sneakers made from her website. Place your order, and she said within 7 to 15 days they'll be at your doorstep. So please do that, and we invite you to go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Johnson Spotlight. Please share the video with your family and your friends and others. And if you know somebody who wants to be on Johnson Spotlight to premiere their business, please send me an email, Johnson Spotlight 1@gmail.com. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear from you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the very near future. Once again, thank you so much, Ms. J. Marie, and we thank you, and you all have a great evening and a great rest of your day.
Bye.